This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Ashley Treasure Theophane over Zoom. Ashley, first and foremost, how you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. You know, I've had a hard day in the gym, so just relaxing now.
As I mentioned, it's been a while since we last caught up, as a lot's happened during that time. But most recently, you've got a fight date to look forward to on December 11th when you'll be facing Sam Eggington. It certainly caught a lot of people by surprise when they saw the fight announcement. So, for how long was you working on that fight, Ash?
Basically, I think it was Sam's coach just basically asked me that they're trying to get on this show, but they need a main event. They asked me if I would fight Sam. I said, yeah, I got no issues as long as, you know, the promoter is paying right. And then the promoter, he came correct, and, you know, like the fight got made. So basically for me, you know, if we didn't go through what we've been through like this year, I would have had my gym and I would have been retired. But because everything's been on a standstill and I've been in the gym, and then I got offered the Ben fight didn't go through. So I was like, I'm getting in shape. And I wanted to fight back home. As you know, I've wanted to fight back home from when I left Mayweather Promotions, and it just never went down. I was offered fights with promoters, but we just couldn't agree terms. So I just want to fight here before I finish. That's basically the gist of this fight. Like, win or lose, like I want to go out there. So I'm training hard, and I'm training with a lot of these young guys, whoever they are. And but for me, I just want to fight back home. Like, cause I've done everything I want to do in my career, but I just want to fight back home just one last time. So that's what this fight's about. I would have loved to have done it with Ben, but that didn't get agreed. So Sam is like, he's won the British, the Commonwealth, and European. So he's a great guy to fight. I guess he's a harder guy to fight as well, because he's had these things. He's gone abroad as well, and he's KO'd guys. So a man like him, I have 100% respect for, because he's a guy like me. He'll go anywhere and he'll step in the ring with anyone.
A number of things there that you mentioned, Ashley, that I just want to touch on. But first and foremost, you said kind of win or lose, this was your chance to get back over onto a UK show. With that in mind, is this kind of, do you see this as your last fight of your career?
It's my last fight here. I just wanted to fight here. It's my last fight here, because I was supposed to be on another show at the end of the year. So I was in the gym like when they asked me. So hence that's why I didn't really mind to take it, because I just had to start to spar. But it could be my last fight, or it might be my last of 2 fights. But like, it's either, depends how I feel on the fight. If I don't feel good on the fight, if I feel old, I would just say, yeah, I'm gone. So we'll see how it is. But yeah, by the end of the year, I would like to. I always said by the time I reach my age I am now, I wanted to retire. So I'm in my retirement year now, be it. So hence, and I don't want to be these old guys that keep like just going on and on, because I don't need to go. And hence why I want my gym like so much.
Does it mean anything to you at all, knowing that the show's taking place behind closed doors and fans won't be able to watch you?
Not really. Like, I don't really mind that, because it's on Channel 5, so that's big. Like, loads of folks are going to be home, so everyone can see it at home. It's free. It's free as well, so everyone will see it. The fans thing would just be weird, because it might just be like a hard spar. It might seem like we're in there doing a hard spar. So I kind of don't really mind it, because during my world tour, majority of the time it was a small crowd, so it was like whatever. So yeah, it'd be interesting. I know it's gonna be a very hard fight. You know, I think I read a tweet or something that he wants to try to KO me or whatever it is. So yeah, so it'll be a hard fight. He's gonna come in there swinging and doing what he does. So yeah, it's good. You know, I look forward to going out with a hard fight. You know what I mean? So this is, I could have tried to get some easy fight to sign off with, but I don't care if I lose. Like, I want to win, but if I lost, like, it don't mean anything to me because I'm past my best. I've achieved everything I'm going to achieve, and he's a guy who I think can go. He's still young, so he can still go on to do great things. I know he wants to win a world belt or like to get that. I've been there in it, so yeah, it'd be interesting, man. He's done it in the ring. I've done all right in the ring, so it'll be a very good fight.
Actually, you said there you don't care if you win or lose. You just wanted to get this fight over the line over in the UK. With that in mind, what do you think of fans who might read into that, thinking that you won't kind of be at your best? Well, not necessarily be at your best, but you won't be coming here to give Sam the fight that maybe many would have looked for.
I will say this. I've had 59 professional fights. I've never gone in the ring to lose. I've always, every time I step in the ring, I'll go in the ring to win. I'm sparring with, like, I got all these young guys that I'm in the ring with. So I'm doing some hard, I wouldn't be training so hard and doing what I'm doing just to turn up to lose. Like, I wouldn't turn up to lose. So for me, hence, like I say, if I win, great. If I win, they're gonna try to say, "Oh, don't retire, Ash." Blah 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 blah. But for me, this is just, I wanted to fight back home. I could fight and I might look great, and then they might say, "Oh, you shouldn't retire," because loads of like guys say you shouldn't retire because you still got more in you. But why should you wait till there's nothing left? Too many of us, we wait till there's nothing left and like it's just taken out of us. So during my world tour, I was beating up a lot of these guys and I thought, oh, this is a waste, man. I got so much skills and I'm just going into these fights where I'm going to win 100%. So for me to sign off with Sam in a fight where I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm training to win. Like, to me, even though he has the age, I see it as a 50-50 fight because I'm training to win. I've fought who's who of the sport on the world scene. He has not. Like, I've sparred everyone. He has not. So the ring, what I've done in the ring and who I've been in the ring with, surpasses him. But as you know, he fought poorly. So the only time I've seen him fight is when he beat Paulie, and he done well, and he broke down the older man. Obviously, he's going to try to do the same thing to me. Who knows if that's going to go down or not. The only one time that I was stopped in my world title fight, and that's when I was hit low. So, you know what I mean?
Actually, everybody knows what Sam Eggington is about. He'll come and he loves to tear up, and he's going to look to just kind of put it on you. We can all imagine from the moment that first bell goes. What are you preparing for, or how are you preparing for that, I should say?
Well, I'll say for me, because I've only seen him fight once, I haven't started to watch him yet because I haven't switched on yet. But I'm just kind of, that's why I've been sparring with a lot of like young guys who got speed, who got power, because I know he's gonna come in there to try to like just crunch me. So I wanna be prepared for that. You know what I mean? So hence the people I'm going in there, they're bigger than me, they might be faster than me, they might be a bit more stronger than me. So hence, you know what I mean? And then they're younger than me. So I'm trying to spar with all these guys who have advantages on me. But one thing you can't have advantage on me is experience and my mind. So that's the kind of thing that gets me through a lot of these things. So, and hence on the night, that's why on the night, you never know. This is why a guy today, he asked me, how is camp? Like, how is my preparations? And I said, everything's good. You could do everything. Sometimes everything goes great in camp, and then on the night it goes wrong. And sometimes everything goes wrong in camp, and then on the night it all comes together because you've put in the day-to-day work. Because I always remember when Sean Paul, so when he had a fight, and I was watching him spar, and he looked terrible, and his dad was always going nuts at him. But when it came to fight night, he just brought it together, and I was like, wow. So sometimes you might not look the best in camp or in the sparring, but it's to do it on the day that it matters. So for me, it's just I'm just doing my pads, doing my sprints, and just sparring whoever. And that's one thing. I've had so many young guys ask to spar me, and I can't say yes to everyone because I'm like, I've only got me. So I've tried, there's some guys I've tried them out. The ones who I think are good, they come back again. And I just want guys that can push me. And there'll be some times I have a bad day in the gym, but that's what I want, because I want them to beat up the old man. Because I'm going in the ring like with a man that wants to beat me up. So I have to go through it. I have to be prepared. And I'm just looking forward to a great fight, and I'm looking forward to a hard fight. You know what I mean? So hence that's why I say win or lose, it's gonna be a great fight.
How is your body holding up in this camp in comparison to previous ones, Ashley?
I've only started to spar now, and so far it's all right. You know what I mean? Because I get tired. You have to rest, but there's good and bad days. So that's what I'm saying. There's good and bad days, but that's what I'm saying. The way I am, I've never taken much away from how I am in a spar, because there's some days I look nice and there's some days I'm bad. So, but for me, it's like just getting in the rounds and just trying to get better. You know what I mean? So I don't really mind, and I'm glad. Yeah, but this is a young man's game, so I'm not trying to be around. Hence, I just want my home fight. I've wanted to fight back home for a while. Hence, I left Mayweather Promotions when I had a year left on my deal. I couldn't get a fight here. So this is just kind of it's like a farewell fight for me, a homecoming fight and a farewell fight in one. So that's how I look at this fight. Hence, I'm doing everything I can do to perform to my. So hence, this is why I say I don't give a shit if I win or lose, because I'm putting all the work in to be the best I can be on that night. If it's good enough, great. If it's not, that's how it is. It's my time to go. So, it'll be a very good fight, man. And as you say, see, you know more about Sam than me, and you said he's gonna come, boom, boom, boom. So that's what I'm preparing for.
Boxing up at super welterweight, we know Sam's previously been a welter moving up, and we know that you was looking originally at the Conor Benn fight, who is a welterweight. Do you feel it would benefit you more at super welter, or would you have preferred to have fought at welter?
Well, my last 10 fights have been at this weight, so it's all right. I could make the 10.5 stone, but for the last like 10 fights over 2 years, I've been at this weight. So it is what it is. If he's big at the weight because he was thing, yeah, we're just gonna go in there. And so hence that's why some guys who I'm trying to spar are big, and I mean they're stronger than me. So yeah, it's all right, man. I don't really. A weight's a weight, man. We both gonna go in there and we're gonna fight, and then what will be like. He's lost a bunch. I've lost a bunch. So we're two guys. We don't care. We just go in there and we just fight whoever. So he's a man off to my own heart. So hence I have respect like for him. You know what I mean? Because when I got asked to fight him, I remember him from the pool he fight. When I looked at his thing, I was like, oh wow. Like last year, like he had a good year. Like he went abroad and he KO'd some guys and he won some belts. So I'm like, yo, this guy can fight. And I was like, he's only 26. Like I was like, damn, like he seems like he's been around for a little while. So who knows, man? Like it's good. You got youth, you got an old man here, but you got old man, he doesn't think he's an old man. So, it could be good. It could be fun.
Sure, we saw you share some photos on social media earlier, one with
Yeah.
Harlem Eubank and the other with
Yeah.
Josh Kelly. We know you said
Yeah.
that with Harlem you were sparring. Did you share any rounds with Josh?
No. Josh wanted to do some rounds, but we didn't do rounds. But I said to him, we will do rounds. You know what I mean? So they got a nice little gym up there. The vibe is nice over there. So you know what I mean? Like they both got fights that are gonna go down. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'll spar with both of them because they're both sharp and they got skills. So it's not style wise, it's not our deal. But for once a week, it's no big deal for me to go up there and just to spar with those guys because they make you work, because they make you think, because they got skills and whatever. So sometimes, yeah, so it's good, man. So hence that's what I'm saying. I'm sparring with any and everyone. You know what I mean? So I will be the best I can be on fight night.
Moving away from the Sam fight, I should just get your thoughts on a few other things. You mentioned Conor Benn earlier on. Where did all of that land in the end?
Basically what went down, Hearn, he offered me the fight. I said I couldn't be prepared in time for the date that he said. And then my team went back at him and said that I could make weight by the end of the year because I haven't fought at that weight in over 3 years. So you know what I mean? So my team said I could be thinking for the end of the year. They didn't get back to me. But Ben asked me to spar. Like, I ain't got no issue with Ben. I like Ben. Like, it's all about the young guys now. And I've had my career. So I wish these young guys like the best in it. So I don't have to compete with them. I don't want to call them out. Like, you know what I mean? I just wanted to fight home once, be it if it's Ben, if it's Josh, if it's Sam. I don't care in it. Like, so I'm just like that wild card. So yeah. But yeah, Ben's cool. He's gonna fight this week. I expect him to win on points. And yeah, it's all good.
Will you be taking Conor up on his offer to spar at a later point?
Well, when I'm retired, I'm retired. I ain't going in the ring to get like beat up by no one. I always like to go in the ring and to give my best and to be able to do my thing. Like from when I'm retired, I kind of either might coach or just help guys, you know what I mean, to advise them and stuff. But from when I'm done, I'm done.
What do you expect to see from Conor this coming weekend? You mentioned he's got that fight with Formella. What are you expecting from it?
Well, you know, he's been in camp forever. You know what I mean? He's been in camp forever. So yeah, like he's gonna be fast, he's gonna be strong. I know he said he's going for the KO. If Sean didn't get the KO, I don't know how he gets the KO, but I think he will win convincingly. And yeah, like he moves on. Like there's fights for him with the British champion. There's fights with him with Josh. You know what I mean? So he's still young. Like he's young in the game. He's still trying to learn the game. He's still trying to push himself. So you know what I mean? I give him like another year or two, and he can start like having some like big fights.
Actually, another man who's kind of making some noise around the boxing scene at the minute is Florian Marku. I don't know whether you've seen much of him or have you heard much of him recently?
He was on that 5 show just last week, was it? Yeah, he was on that, and he's got all those fans, and he always calls like Ben's name, like yeah.
What are your thoughts on him? He's again calling out Conor.
Well, like my point of view is like Ben don't need to fight him. Like not being rude, but why would Ben fight him? Ben will get zero out of it. Like Ben wants like names or whoever it was. So it's just everyone has their own path. So I understand that he wants to fight Ben, but Ben doesn't have to fight you. And there's nothing like if Ben did fight you, and if Ben did win, what would that mean in the larger scale of things? Nothing. Like so for Ben, it doesn't make sense when he can fight like he can either fight like the guy who he's gonna fight now who just fought Sean, so it looks good, like if he beats him and stuff, or he could fight a guy like me who's done a lot. You know what I mean? So there's loads of guys who are out there. So someone like him is high risk, like low reward. So I don't think that fight will ever go down. I think he just kind of has to He just has to have his own path. You know what I mean? It doesn't. If you and Ben fight each other, great. But first off, you have to either win a British or a European. Like you have to have something, like I'm a carrot to entice him. Right now, you can't entice him. So for me, like my advice would be, go and win a belt, and then you can start to say, "Yo, Ben, let's make this like go down." So because right now Ben don't need him because he doesn't bring anything.
Actually, I just want to get your thoughts on a couple of things before I let you shoot off. This past weekend, we saw Terence Crawford defeat Kell Brook. What did you make of Terence's victory, Ashley?
Yeah, I thought it was a great win. I won 10 pounds of my little bro, so that was good. He thought it would go points. I said no way. He's gonna win by KO. So that was good on that note. But with Kell, my thing with Kell, I think even though he's only lost to 3 great guys, I think he wasted his years as a world champion here. He should have done the Amir Khan thing and went off to the USA and got the big fights while he was in his prime. He waited too long, getting the easy paydays here, and then he chased a fight that one, he said he could not make that weight. So I knew you would be weight drained and you'll pass your best as well. So that's why I just thought it was an easy fight. And so for Kell, I don't know where Kell goes like from here now, because he's not good enough for the world scene, and you don't really want to fight at the British scene. So where do you go? So I don't know what he does, but he's had a great career, but I feel he could have achieved more if he had gone to like the USA more, because he went over there and he beat Sean, and I always remember I watched him beat Sean. Like there was all of us in the gym, like Floyd, like everyone there. Like so, we all watched him there, and we all was like, wow, like he did it, innit? And I actually thought that Sean was going to beat him, but Sean didn't really seem to fight good that night. But Kell did, and so it's a shame that he won that belt and he didn't stay there to get more of the big fights. So I think that was a bad thing on his part, but we all have to make decisions, and he made his.
We're seeing, one of a couple of suggestions over social media when I've looked at least. One being that he may retire, the other being the Amir Khan fight might be even close to being made now. Would you be interested in seeing the Amir Khan fight now if it could happen?
I like Khan. Like I'm team Khan in it. Like if they was to fight, I want Khan to win. Being real, I like Khan. I've met them both, and Khan's been cool all the times I've met him. So if they fought each other, I would want Khan to win. And I think it's a fight. Maybe they're both past their primes, but it's a cash out fight for both of them. And I probably would pay for that pay-per-view, and I don't even pay for them. So yeah, I would watch that fight. So I think they could do it. 2 former world champs, 2 of British best, and go out here and they could just make some cash before they go. But I think Khan would win 100%.
And Ashley, a final thing with Terence Crawford, a lot of people kind of excited for that possible unification bout with Errol Spence at some point in the near future. If we see that, Ashley, who do you think has the edge?
It's a good fight. I've met both guys, so I ain't gonna call the thing. But yeah, it's a good fight. So the best man win, innit? Like the best man win on that one day. You know what I mean? So, but that's what I'm saying. What I want to say with that fight there, Crawford, to me, he's got to go over to PBC. He's got to cut his ties with Bob, and he's got to go over to where it's going down. It's going down at PBC for his weight, and he just needs to go over there and just make those big fights. Because if he goes over there, he's spoiled for choice. So they ain't gonna make the fight now because there's no. Why should PBC help out Bob? There's no reason for them to. So all they have to wait is wait for his deal to to be done with Bob, and then just join up where it's going down at PBC.
Ashley, we will leave that there now. We'll leave you to enjoy and relax for the rest of your evening. But I'll leave a final word to yourself. For everyone who's going to tune in on December 11th, who unfortunately cannot be there, what would you like to say to them?
Tune in on Channel 5. It's going down.
Ashley, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you once again. I'm sure I'll catch up with you again soon. Stay safe, and thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
All right, see you, my man.